Are we? Oh, I think we're in a completely different stream.
Oh, I think we're in a completely different stream.
Yeah.
Yep. Hold on.
Yeah. Hold on.
Oh, Justin, you've got some people that you checked in on their cruise.
They're in the
chat here. So if you're in this original live stream here,
so if you're in this,
we've got a different one that's going on right now that Justin's going to be in. So we're going to end this one now.
And so
you're seeing,
we're going to end this one now,
and we're going to go switch to the other one. So thank you guys for watching this one. We're going to switch over to the other one.
So thank you guys for watching this one. We're going to switch over to the other one.
All right. Here we go. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can. This is extremely unorganized. So those of you who are watching this, I really apologize.
I can't hear you now. Unmute yourself.
It's muted. Man, it's
now I can hear you.
See, I work from home and I work like specifically online, so like I'm not sure how I'm so unorganized with the live stream right now. Like I do video conferences all the time. Robbie can't see you.
I'm so confused. Are we on YouTube or?
Yes, we are on YouTube.
I don't see it.
Let's see.
Oh my God, I see it.
You are. See, big day for you. Good job.
I don't see it. Oh my God, I see it.
See, big day for you. Good job.
It's delayed though.
See it. Oh man.
Oh my God, I see it.
I can hear the delay.
It's delayed though. See it. Should I X out of the other one? The StreamYard?
No, stay in StreamYard. Oh my God. All right. Anyways, while he's trying to figure that out. So let's see, what do we got? Let's see. Man, Justin's got to get it together here. All right. Anyways, any other questions that you guys have while we wait on him? Here we go. Anyways, any other questions that you guys have while we wait on him? You should mute. Anyways, any other questions? Put some headphones in. While we mute. Anyways, any other questions? Hey Ken, good evening. How are you? Hey Ken, good evening. How are you? Still a delay. This is quite a mess. Ed says, "What do you think of the Oasis of the Seas as a ship?" I loved the Oasis. I actually did my high school graduation on the Oasis. That was really, really fun, and I love that ship. Justin, you've been on the Oasis too, haven't you?
I have June 2011.
Okay, yeah. Wow, it was like brand new back then.
Yeah, she came out in the end of 2009. So yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Oasis is like the only Oasis class I've been on. As some of you probably know, I was supposed to be on the symphony earlier this year in May, and that just didn't happen. That was gotta thank good old Rona for that. But all our canceled cruises this year.
Tell me about it. Mine was canceled the day before.
Oh, that's right. I always forget that you're supposed to go on the breeze like for spring break.
Yep.
And then
we were in our hotel in Melbourne, and they emailed us, and I was like, "Oh, it's gone."
That really stinks.
Yeah, that's all right though. We'll start cruising soon.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Like it honestly sounds like we're gonna be back a little bit sooner than we even thought.
Yeah,
Like
for sure.
from what it sounded like in that meeting they had, the cruise lines and all the officials, like the port officials and stuff like that, it sounded like it's getting a lot better. Or maybe not getting better, but it looks like we're at least gonna like start seeing cruising again.
Yeah, I mean, from what I've been hearing, and the cruise lines haven't really made a big announcement yet, which I know I'm sure it's coming, but I don't know. I think it's looking good with, especially with the way things have been going in Europe with MSC. I expect
Right.
it to
MSC's
follow.
been doing really well.
Yeah, which is great to see, even though it's not here in the United States. But I think it's going to be a good sign for us to start cruising soon.
Right, for sure. I agree. Ken asks, when is the next sail away video? So for me, I have no idea. Being in Atlanta, I can't really do that. I was trying to go earlier this week. Justin like almost convinced me, but I couldn't get any good flights down there.
Yeah, so mine is going to be. I got 2 arrival videos from the last videos that came out, and then I have Brilliant to the Sea Sail Away going out not this coming week, but the following week, and then I have a trip. I have a trip booked Thursday, Friday. Oasis, Navigator, and Adventure are going to be there. So Navigator leaves Thursday, the other 2 leave Friday. So I'll be there for both of those.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, if you can, if anyone, I can't, because I can see the YouTube chat, but it's delayed. So I'm looking at the other one. So just read the chat out to me whenever there's like a question or something.
Okay, let's see.
So I'm looking at it through the whatever we're using.
So Max was on the final sailing of Horizon right before the shutdown. How was that? Sounds really. I love the Horizon. That was such a nice ship. Like by far, probably my favorite Carnival ship so far. I think the Mardi Gras will probably easily take that spot.
Mm-hmm.
But my love for the Vista class is through the roof.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't sailed either of or I guess 3 of the Vista class ships, but I have done. I did tour Vista and I did Horizon twice. So being on for those short hours, it is different than the Dream class. They are, even though they're pretty close to each other, but it's different. But I like the Vista class.
Right. I think my only complaint with the Vista class is that it's roughly the same size. I mean, you got the big ducktail in the back that kind of adds a little more tonnage, so they're bigger.
Mm-hmm.
But it's basically a Dream class ship, and there's a little bit more people added on to the ship, so crowding, it got a little crowded sometimes in like the buffet.
Mm-hmm.
Like besides the buffet, like there really wasn't any like huge like crowds or anything like that on the ship. I need to like adjust my lighting here. But yeah, like I really loved the Horizon. That was a great ship. I was on the Vista when it was new too in 2016.
Mm-hmm.
That was when I sailed on the Vista, and then like 2 weeks later, I moved to Disney and started my first college program.
That was fun.
I was like, all right, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
What other questions we got here? Michael says, I saw the ship tracker. Imagination is heading towards Turkey. Yeah, I was looking at the tracker this morning, and it looked like she was almost like in the bay where all the ships are going, which is pretty sad. Carnival hasn't even like confirmed that she's heading into the scrapyard either, which is strange.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's there, so it's kind of strange how but they didn't do that with the Fantasy or the Inspiration either, so it's really kind of
right.
So I mean, who knows?
Yeah, because I saw the Fantasy was in Miami for that last time when I was there, but like I didn't know it was that last time until afterwards.
Yeah, you're not very slick. I noticed you changed the name of that video.
Nah, I didn't do anything like that.
Sold for scrap. You got an extra couple thousand views out of that.
I'll take it. I'm unemployed. I'm trying to make as much money as possible.
Yeah. I can't relate.
Well, if I get this one job, I'll be sitting nicely. So
exactly, we can go on the Apex.
We can go on Symphony like 3 weeks in a row.
Those of you in the chat, so Justin and I, we were actually convinced by Robbie. If you don't know Robbie, he basically convinced us to go on the Celebrity Apex in February. So we're just waiting on Justin to pull the trigger on that. So If you want,
trust
just
me.
spam some of his videos, just saying like "do it." Just comment on some of them,
Oh,
and we're gonna peer pressure him into going on the Apex.
I love some good old peer pressure.
Let's see what other comments we got here. George asks, why was the Brilliance in Miami for so long? Do you know that? No, you're down there all the time, so
I don't
know.
I don't know why she was there for so long. It was great to have her down there, but I don't know exactly why they kept her there for that long. But Norwegian did the same thing. If you go back on some of my videos, the Dawn, Epic, and Sun were all there for like 2 or 3 weeks before they all left. So it might just be scheduling. Just they don't really know where else to put it, and they had the dock space in Miami. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of makes sense. They're all like all of Royal Caribbean ships are like kind of hanging out between, like Coco, and some of them are going all the way down to like Barbados.
Yeah, they had a whole bunch of them down there in Barbados at one point. Symphony, Harmony, Freedom, Liberty, Independent. They were all down there for a while.
Yeah. I think they've been like the only ones that have been allowing their crew to actually like go home for the most part without sending them like on the other side of the planet, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
But speaking of those, like taking the crew home, like a lot of ships are starting to return now.
Where?
Like a lot of the ships are like starting to come back. Like the Carnival Liberty was in India like
a
month ago, but Liberty's already back.
Yeah, Breeze is back too. I saw.
Oh really? I didn't know that.
Breeze is back. Glory is back.
Yeah, I saw the Glory. There. Glory was sitting in Curacao a while ago.
Yeah. There's actually surprisingly, there's a lot of Carnival ships in the Bahamas right now. They're just not coming into Miami, unfortunately.
Right. But yeah, because for some reason they're not allowing ships in the U.S. right now, which
is so annoying. Like, don't get me wrong, I love seeing all the Royal Caribbean ships, but it's like the same 4 or 5 ships every time I go down there. Which I mean, it's not terrible, but
you at least
get like one or two Carnival.
Celebrity Edge has got to be pretty cool to see down there, though.
Oh yeah, for sure. I wanted to get her sail.
Never seen the Edge in person.
Yeah, so. it's pretty unique.
Yeah, it looks like a good ship. And you got Captain Kate that's on there. Captain Kate.
Yeah, every time the ship comes, I try and record up on the bridge just to see if I can catch her on there, but I don't know if I get her.
You should try to find her cat sitting on the bridge sometime.
Oh my god.
Like, my mom's obsessed with that cat. It's so funny. Like, the cat, okay, if you don't know Captain Kate, she's a female captain that's on the Celebrity Edge right now. She's really cool. I think she actually just started a YouTube channel, which I saw this morning that she was like,
oh really,
telling everybody about it. But which I may subscribe to that because that sounds really cool to like seeing what they do behind the scenes. But she has like her pet cat stays on board with her, which is really cool. It's like it's one of those weird like hairless cats.
Yeah, it's it's something else.
It's a strange looking cat, but it's like it's so cool because like she'll do like time lapses and stuff like that of like her leaving ports. And you'll just see the cat like jump up on the ledge or like looking out the window and stuff like that. Like the cat's got it made.
Yeah,
she's even got a little stroller that she'll like just push it around the stuff or around the ship.
That's funny.
Cruise Pulse asks when the Allure is going to get her amplification. That's a really good question. I have no clue. I wish I knew the answer to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe next year if things start recovering, like I think they will. I think maybe Allure and it was Explorer. Explorer might get her amplification too.
Yeah, she was supposed to get it right before, and
they were both literally on their way to dry dock. There were 5 ships scheduled to go into dry dock in the month of March when everything shut down.
Yeah.
Like the Elation was actually the only one that got to finish the dry dock, and that was because she was pretty much already in dry dock and done. That was the only reason. She's the only ship in March that got to do a dry dock.
Yeah.
But the rest, and Carnival Victory is sitting there completely, just completely empty in Cadiz.
I forgot about Victory for a little bit.
Honestly, I started to get a little worried about Victory just because there's nothing they can do with the ship. They can't just put it back into service as the Victory anymore because they literally ripped everything out of the ship.
Remember when she was in Canaveral right before she went across?
I
And they were
loved
just
that.
they were just throwing things off the side.
There was the Port Canaveral webcam was zoomed in on the Victory. For some reason, she was in Port Canaveral right before heading over. I don't really know why, but they had a big like garbage disposal like barge
Like a
next to the
barge,
ship,
yeah.
and they were just tossing like furniture off the ship, which is really
And
funny to see. I was
yeah,
like,
and you could literally
what in
see
the
it like
world?
from the webcam. It was so funny.
Sitting in the back of my class. I mean, my mom's probably watching this, so I was not watching this in one of my finance classes, and
We are always paying attention in class. We are never watching
exactly.
our own YouTube videos while we're in class.
But yeah, they were like throwing furniture off the side of the ship, which was like just really entertaining for some reason to watch. Let's see what other guys. What other? Robbie says Justin's next video, quote, "You'll never believe what I saw on the bridge of Celebrity Edge."
Next time I see her, I'm gonna make that the title.
I saw Captain Kate from my socially distanced pier.
I saw her cat giving me the finger.
Oh my god. Let's see. What other guns? Vista class. Amanda says the Vista class did not disappoint. I agree. I love the Vista class. I want to do Panorama. Like, I've never sailed out of Long Beach. I've been to Long Beach because I was getting off the Bliss. Like we were like across like the harbor or whatever, like 5 minutes down the road. But I saw the Inspiration, rest in peace, sitting at Long Beach Terminal, which is really funny.
My parents want to take us all to Vegas because my brother just turned 21.
Right.
So we were supposed to do it like recently or coming up, whatever it was. So once we do that trip, because we're going to do it eventually, I'm trying to convince them to take a quick flight over there from Las Vegas and do the Panorama.
You should. Love to do
I'm
a
working
ship
on it.
tour over there.
So yeah, that would be awesome.
I am really upset because I honestly don't think we'll be able to do ship tours like we were beforehand for a while. Like that's just
for sure.
Especially because they're going to COVID test everybody, and they're not going to let two dummies with some cameras, just run around the ship for a few hours like like we used to. Stealing
Unfortunately,
your food and all
not.
that.
The only way we could possibly do it is, because I'm not working at the port anymore, obviously, so I can't do it through there. But I do have some friends that work on board, so maybe if they still let like crew members bring friends and family on, that would be our only way. But it ain't looking.
She was the one that got us on the Victory, wasn't it?
Yeah, Victory, and then she's also the one that got me on the Horizon twice.
Right. I've seen her posted on like Carnival Entertainments and like Carnival's like social media pages like several times. I was like, oh, I remember her. Yeah. She got us on the Victory.
Yeah, that was fun. That was right after our Liberty cruise.
Right. Yeah, that was definitely. I actually watched that last night. I was like, man, I haven't watched my Liberty vlogs in a while.
Yeah, that spring break was awesome.
That was a lot of fun. I would say we should do it again, but we're adults now. We're not in school.
Yeah,
so,
seriously, I gotta support
school,
a family now.
Yeah, I'm just chilling with my one single class left before graduation.
Yeah, I'm trying to find a job now. Post graduation life sucks.
Yeah. Luckily, I ended up with a good job. Just like
I don't get that.
Out of nowhere. I was like, okay, cool.
I do not understand that.
And Phillips is in the healthcare industry, so job security right now.
Yeah, seriously.
It's good job security for me. Thank you, COVID. One time you would actually say thank you to COVID.
Never.
Let's see. The Ocean Channel 2. I am 12. I love ships. I want to ask. The former Stockholm will be scrapped. I'm not sure what what cruise line is Stockholm with, because I'm not too sure. That sounds like it might be like Fred Olsen or something.
Maybe.
Let's see. Canned Beans. I love that channel name, whoever that is.
That's a classic
cruise ship
name.
Port Vancouver, Holland, America, Veendam. Was that in Tampa for a while, or Veendam?
Veendam was there. I think she was there my freshman year, so
Oh, okay.
2015, 2016. But Rotterdam has been there since 2016.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Rest in peace. Well, actually, no,
And
not rest in peace. Rotterdam. She's with Fred Olsen now, so
yeah,
she
and we also
survived.
had thank God. I like that ship. It was nice. We also
Yeah.
had the Oosterdam for one season.
Yeah.
That was
okay.
that was the biggest one we had in there.
Yeah. But as far as like the Port of Vancouver, like they said, I think Vancouver is still closed off for a while.
Yeah.
But which is why the Alaska season is pretty much canned before anything else.
Yep.
Which, I do really want to do Alaska. They're putting some really cool ships over there.
Yeah, they really are.
Like Quantum of the Seas is coming over finally, like back into the U.S.
I'm excited about that.
So like well, hopefully everything is back to normal by then. But you'll have Norwegian Encore, Norwegian Bliss, Ovation, and Quantum all over in Alaska, which is like
huge, crazy,
huge ships for Alaska. Like I remember the Bliss was like, they're putting a ship that big out there. But
gotta love it.
That was so. I still cannot get over how amazing the Bliss was in the Panama Canal. Like that was the coolest thing ever. And like, on I think it was deck 7 where the theater is in the front of the Breakaway and Breakaway Plus class. There's like a little outdoor area where like the lifeboats are. I found that right as we were going through like the last 2 locks.
Yeah.
Like it was the perfect place to be because there was nobody there. And literally as like they like lowered the water levels in the locks to like get you down, you started like, a good 2 stories above the seawall. But then by the time they finished like lowering the ship, like you were like under the top of the seawall.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like,
that's
like,
on my bucket list.
Whoa.
To do the Panama Canal.
I will do it with you if you do it again, because like I would love to do the Panama Canal.
All right, let's do it.
It's like, and Carnival's doing the Panama Canal more. They're only doing partial transit, but like,
yeah, the Paradise
still
did
cool.
It once out of Tampa.
The Fantasy actually did it just recently before the pandemic started.
Yeah,
when it was funny because something happened. I don't know how this happened, but like those little open decks on the back of those Fantasy class ships, like towards the back there, they have the little like, I guess I don't really know how to describe it, but
like where the Serenity deck is.
Yeah, so like the little open decks towards the back corner.
Yeah. Well, it's like by the buffet.
Yeah, somehow when they were lowering the ship in the lock, that part of the ship like clipped the side of the seawall, and it like bent the ship up like that, or like
no wonder the ship, but
like
it.
So like it basically looked like that in like one corner of the ship, which is really weird.
Jeez.
What? Oh, okay. But yeah, that was really, really cool. But the Bliss was huge going through there. Like it was amazing. There were drones all over the place too.
Oh, I bet.
Which I wonder what the drone laws are like in Panama.
Who knows?
Let's see what other. Okay, he said. So Stockholm is with CMV. Okay, that makes a little more sense.
Okay.
But right now, actually, I was reading earlier today that CMV, all their ships, since they're in administration right now, all the ships are up for auction right now. So I don't know. It doesn't mean they're going to scrap, but it means they are being sold to somebody else. So who knows? I know the former Carnival Holiday is with them. She is the Magellan with CMV. So if you want to buy the old Carnival Holiday, so you might want to hit up CMV or wherever that auction is, and
you can probably get a good price for it.
Oh yeah, well, they pretty much have to like sell as much as they can, so they don't,
exactly.
So they don't have too much debt. Let's see. Cruise Pulse says, I remember when I was 3 years old, I was so excited to go on a ship, and I grabbed a cruise ship model from the shop. That sounds like us.
Yeah, it literally.
That was the funniest thing about the Carnival Liberty. So I already had a Carnival Liberty model but they had like updated the models. They like had a little more detail to them, and
It wasn't. It wasn't.
They looked a lot better.
Yeah,
it looked a lot better. Did you already have one before the?
I did.
Okay,
I think it was my first. I think it was my first or second Carnival model that I had.
Oh, okay, yeah. So like, even though we already had a cruise ship model, the Liberty, we got the new one anyways, just because it looked different. And so if you guys like don't know or you're not too familiar with like either one of us, we both have massive collections of ship models that you buy in the gift shops. He's got a lot more than I do, and I'm getting close to 60 now.
I'm getting close to 90. I have them all in clear bins over here because I'm in between apartments right now.
Right.
I could probably show you.
Yeah, where's my Symphony model? Still waiting on that.
I have it right here. Let me find it.
Since I didn't go on the Symphony, I guess a friend of his. Oh, there it is. A friend of his got him a Symphony model, but he already had one.
Yeah.
So he's like, "Hey, do you want this?" I'm like, "Well,
this
yeah."
This is the collection down here.
Oh my god. Yeah, that looks like we have like a little top shelf in my closet, and they're just all over the place.
Yeah. So once
my parents moved into this house that we're in now, I was down in Disney my first time working, and so I didn't get to move with them, which is I lucked out there. But they had to move all my ship models with them, so they're like, we filled up like an entire trunk of one of the cars. I was like, I like that.
Yeah, I mean, if I had these out of the bins like this, I could probably fill up like the whole back seat of my car with them. It takes like one whole trip just to do these.
My mom just called you out. She just sent me a text saying a good friend would bring the ship model up here to Vero Beach.
What do I look like? I can just drive around the state. There's COVID going around.
You drive to Miami every day.
That's true. And I go to Disney World.
Okay, you're right.
Tell your mom that I'll bring it up.
Okay. Let's see. Hayden says, "What is the best Royal Caribbean ship for the first time Crown and Anchor people?" So
for first time, I want to say the Oasis class, but I don't think you should start there.
That's my thing. I preach the Oasis class so much, but I feel like if you start with the Oasis class, you're gonna get spoiled.
Oh, 100%.
You're gonna get spoiled, and that's kind of like, I mean, it's not a bad thing.
Yeah,
I mean, if my first cruise was Symphony of the Seas, I would not be complaining at all. I wouldn't be complaining about any cruise on the Symphony.
Yeah. But I would say, I mean, I haven't done Freedom class, so I'm gonna say Voyager class. I think that's a good.
I would say Voyager class. Maybe I would just start with like Mariner or the Navigator. They were because they're short cruises. They're short Bahama cruises. You get to see Coco Key,
and they have a lot of the features that like Oasis class ships have.
Right,
you can kind of get a feel of
You get the Royal Caribbean feel, but you don't fully immerse yourself in a giant Oasis class to spoil yourself right off the bat. So
so I mean, and they're good sizes too. They're not too. I mean, they're big, but they're not too big. Because I've done Navigator twice, and I just did Adventure. So I think that would be a good class to start with.
So like for size reference, like the Voyager class falls right between the Vista class with Carnival and Norwegian's Breakaway class.
Yeah,
because I think Mariner and Navigator are a little bit bigger, but I know they fall in that 135,000 ton.
Yeah, they were about 130 when they were launched. So with all the new features, they're probably up around there.
Right. So they're right around the same size as the Vista class, maybe a little bit.
Yeah. Yep.
But I Hayden, if you're still watching, I would definitely say the Oasis, or not the Oasis class. We were just talking about that. I would definitely say like Mariner or Navigator of the Seas or even Venture.
Yeah.
Let's see what other. Let's see. What other ones we got? Cruise Pulse says, "Will the Wonder of the Seas go to Florida because of the pandemic in China?" I honestly get this question a lot. Like I've done multiple videos on the Wonder already, and because like I know last October when they first announced the name, where it's going, and all that, I did a video, and now I recently, I think my last video was about Wonder of the Seas and the construction update because it's just floated out. But I get the question a lot, and I don't think Wonder is going to come to Florida, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Like
Considering they
And-
have 4 of them in Florida right now, well, not right now, but
Right.
in general, I think they would try and find it. Maybe New Jersey to
Mhm.
fill that spot for Oasis, but
Right.
she still has a little bit of time to go before she's complete.
Honestly, I think the day they ordered that 6th Oasis class ship was the day they decided to put Wonder in China.
Yeah.
I think they wanted 5 in Florida, or at least in the US, because I think they're still trying to put Allure over in Galveston, which I think will still happen.
Right.
Eventually. They just got to finish that terminal.
Yeah, eventually.
Because all they need is the terminal over there. Like, they're really wanting to put the ship over there, but they just can't.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I
unfortunately, I don't think Wonder will be in the US.
Yeah. Too bad though. She does look pretty cool.
She looks she looks insane compared to the other Oasis class.
Oh, yeah,
like,
she
I don't know what it
bigger.
is. She's a lot bigger.
Yeah, where the
even though it's not
Windjammer is,
by much.
right?
But
Like
it's
where the Windjammer is, that whole section, like where the loft suites are, it's just so much like more filled in. It just
right.
Yeah, it definitely looks bigger.
Right. She looks really good though. I'm definitely ready to see that ship come out.
Yeah.
Tyler says, if y'all want a ship spot any day when the cruise is normal in the Port of Palm Beach, we can put drones in Palm Beach. That's a good idea. We can get the Classica and the
Celebration. Yeah.
Yeah. I would say if I had a drone still, I would love to.
I still have mine, but I haven't flown it in a year and a half, 2 years.
Yeah, mine's at the bottom of the lake. So
yeah.
I'm not going to completely blame myself for that, but
oh my god.
Long story short, it's at the bottom of a lake in Celebration, Florida. So if anyone wants to go scuba diving with some gators,
exactly.
Just say the drone decided to disconnect out of nowhere, even though it was like 200 feet from me, and it just dropped.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see, if this pandemic wasn't here, I would be recording on my channel. Symphony of the Seas going to St. Martin, Puerto Rico. No, I wasn't going to go Puerto Rico. I was doing a different itinerary, but yeah, I would. I'd have some symphony vlogs if it weren't for this.
Yeah, and I'd have some Carnival Breeze vlogs.
But you win some, you lose some, I guess.
That's what I always say.
Man, I was so hyped for the symphony though. Like, that was literally the coolest ship. I was like really, really excited for it.
Stupid COVID.
Tyler makes a good point here. He thinks the Wonder is going to be done before the Odyssey. Thoughts?
Yeah, I can see that.
I could see it, but it's kind of like a stretch. But yeah, I could probably see it. I don't know how far behind the. Right. But then again, I think they said the Wonder is delayed till 2022.
Yeah. Did Odyssey float out yet?
No. That's like, I thought. For Meyer Werft, that's like one of the last things.
Okay.
It's like one of the last things they do before they tug it up the river.
Right.
Which they do it like completely different than anybody else, which is, I think, really fascinating how Meyer Werft does their ships. And they build the best ships. I will, hands down, Meyer Werft in Germany, they build the best ships. They built the Quantum class. They built the Breakaway Plus class. They're building some of the Excellence class or the XL class from Carnival. They're building. They built Iona. They built Aida Nova. I think they're still working on Aida Cosma right now, which is the other one.
They built the Disney Dream and Fantasy there too.
Right, and they're building the Wish too.
Yeah.
But I would say, hands down, Meyer Werft builds the absolute best cruise ships. Hands down. I know Fincantieri does a really good job with the Carnival ships up until recently. They've done a really good job. It's strange that I was actually really surprised Carnival said we're building our new ships in Finland.
Well,
I was
that's where Oasis and Allure were built, and the Freedom class.
right. That was I never really put that together until recently. I
Yeah.
was waiting for, well, I don't know what I was waiting for, but you know, um, kind of just say stuff sometimes. But I
I'm
was
with
looking
you.
the other day and I was like, you know what? I never really put that together, but Oasis and Allure were built at a completely different shipyard than the other two or the other three.
Right, and that's
Like,
when they announced where they were building the other ones. I was surprised that it wasn't in Finland, just because they had built the first two there.
right, because they built Meyer Turku, which is building the Mardi Gras right now, and the
Yeah.
Costa Smeralda and the Toscana. But then, yeah, out of nowhere, they're like, "Oh yeah, we're building a Harmony Symphony Wonder in STX France."
Right.
Which actually, I don't know if you noticed this. Some of the float out videos of Wonder, they basically gave a sneak peek at the Virtuosa for
I saw that. I
MSC.
saw that in the
Like tucked in the background, you see the Virtuosa.
that was the same case, I think, for either Harmony or I think either Harmony or Symphony. Whenever they were building Edge,
Right.
you were able to see her.
Right. Oh, it must have been Symphony then. I don't know, but yeah.
2018. Yeah, it had to have been Symphony.
Let's see. Someone asks, does anyone know what's going to happen with the Pacific Dawn and Aria? They were supposed to be going to CMV. Plus they traveled all the way up to Cyprus. So Pacific Dawn and Aria, they're not being scrapped. They were sold, I believe, to Sea Jets. So Sea Jets is like a Greek ferry company, which, you know, they just had like little ferries that went back and forth here and there, but they've bought what else did they buy? They bought another P&O, like one of the UK P&O ships. And then, yeah, I'm pretty sure they bought a few P&O Australia ships. I think the Dawn and the Aria are still there, or not still there, but they're still going over to Sea Jets.
That's interesting.
Which is like some random little companies bought like multiple of these giant ships, which is strange. Reminds me of who was it? Oh, Bahamas Paradise Line. Just some like small cruise ship company coming out of nowhere and just like, oh yeah, we'll buy it.
Yeah, seriously.
I was like willing to put bets on them buying Fantasy, honestly. Like I always thought, Robbie says it was the Oceana that went to Sea Jets also.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Robbie.
Thanks, Robbie. Yeah, you're our researcher for some of this stuff.
Yeah.
I may know everything, but I don't know everything off the top of my head.
Exactly.
I may be able to like recite basically everywhere the Carnival ships are or home ported, but you know, some other things I just don't know off the top of my head. I really impressed Chris Unstead from Carnival in my interview with them a couple years ago when I was interviewing for the Fun Squad activity host. I was like, so why Carnival? I'm like, so I kind of know like everything about the company.
Yeah, seriously.
I was like, you could probably like, it's like I could really impress you and tell you where every single one of your ships are home ported. And he goes, okay. So I did it, and he's like, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, he's a good guy. I liked him.
He's cool. I like him.
I got to spend a few days with him at the Carnival HQ in Miami or Doral.
Yeah.
And he's a cool guy. I liked him.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see. Amanda asks, are there any ships left with Carnival that are going to sail with Port of Jacksonville? Yes. So the Carnival Ecstasy, as far as I know, is still going to be home ported in Jacksonville. So
yeah,
that's always good to know.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything different than that. So
right, I think as far as I know, the only Fantasy class ship that's staying in service that is moving is Sensation, and then she's going to go to Mobile to replace the Fantasy.
Yeah.
And I think to replace the Sensation over in Miami is going to be the Sunrise.
Yeah, I was going to say I think it's Sunrise.
Which Sunrise is one of the ships that are supposed to start in November.
Yeah.
So that's
we shall see.
I honestly want to try the Sunrise. Like I've heard good and bad reviews of the Sunrise, but I still want to try it just because.
Yeah, why not, right?
I want to try it because I don't have the ship model yet.
Bingo. You know, it's
It's the
just the
sunshine
sunshine.
model.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just put sunrise. I actually have the ornament for the sunrise. One of my good friends that actually I met during my hiring process with Carnival, she was on the sunrise and she was in there in December. She was actually on the same cruise as Sean and Steph, which is really funny.
Okay.
I was like, she's like, oh yeah, I'm going on the sunrise this week. I'm like, I know some people that are going on the sunrise
Yeah.
also. If
That's
you see
funny.
some people vlogging,
Yeah, that's them.
tell them what's up. But yeah, I have the ornament for the sunrise, but she said they didn't have any of the ship models though,
Huh.
which is weird.
Interesting. Yeah.
She's like, yeah, we're not going to go or we're not going to have any more of them for a while or something like that. So I was like, that's strange.
Yeah.
If that's something that gets killed off after once COVID starts coming back, or not coming back, but so COVID starts dying off and cruises start coming back, and they don't make cruise ship models anymore, I'd be really upset.
That would be heartbreaking.
Yeah, that would be very heartbreaking. I know. I've heard that they don't make them for the Joy. I've seen one from the Joy, but it was a Chinese version. But I've never seen.
I did see the Chinese one.
Right.
That's too bad.
Somebody with Norwegian. If I don't know if some of you guys may follow Tom on.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
On Instagram, but he's got a Joy model, but it's a Chinese version. I'm not sure how he got it, but
I don't know.
I'm sure
but
Robbie knows him.
It's too bad though, because the Encore model that they have is like
so
really,
nice.
It's like perfect.
So nice.
It's crazy.
Yeah, like you sent me that Snapchat and it was like, guess what I got? And I'm like,
I just couldn't believe it because
I
had a friend. I have a friend that lives by me, and the mom texts me and she goes, "Do you have an Encore model?" I'm like, "No." She's like, "Oh, okay." I might be able to. Yeah, she's like, "I might be able to get you one." I'm like, "All right, I like that." And then the week after the person went on the cruise, I'm like, "Hey, like, by any chance that you happen to get it?" She's like, "Yeah, I'll be home at 8." I'm like, "I will be there at 8." It's really nice though. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make
a really good job with the detail.
Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna make several videos for each class or for each cruise line for my models, and because I have a bunch from the last time I did it. So I'll be able to show Encore.
Some subscribers comment on like some of my videos. They're like, "Can you do another ship model video?" I'm like, that's a good idea.
I don't know why I haven't.
I need new models though. I don't think I've gotten any. Actually, I've gotten 2 more since my last video. I got the Breakaway and I got the Reflection, the Celebrity Reflection, which I got. I basically like stole that Celebrity Reflection one. I bought the Reflection off of eBay, which I normally don't like to do, but this guy was like, I think he was like, "Oh yeah, $15," and it was like, I was like, "What's wrong with this thing?" And there's literally nothing. Like, I think the R is rubbed off on one side. I was like, I'll take it. It's $15. Yes, please.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, the last time I did a ship model update, I think it was like 2016. So I'm pretty sure my collection has doubled since then. So
for sure. I've seen it, and it's insane.
Yeah. So I might do it, but I think it'll have to wait until I get an apartment because it's kind of a mess in here. So we'll see. I'll see if I can figure something out.
Once I move out, I'll probably move me out within like the next couple months. But I'll have my own little setup and everything. I'll be actually able to like display all my stuff.
Yeah.
Amanda also asks, if Carnival has is there any fantasy class left? And there are 4 left.
Yeah.
4 fantasy
Paradise
confirmed
Elation.
5 left, but I mean, the Fascination isn't really going to hang around too much longer. She was also one of the long-term layups that were unexpected to come back anytime soon, like the Imagination was. Unfortunately, I think the way they're doing that is that there's just too many ships over in that scrapyard right now.
Yeah.
And I hate to say that because, like, I don't want to think that because I don't want to see a ship get scrapped. But I think that's probably the case. Because I think they were offloading some stuff. But I would say after all of this is over, I think there are going to be 4 fantasy class left. The Ecstasy, Sensation, the Elation, and the Paradise.
Yeah.
which I think Elation and Paradise are 100% safe because they have some of the newest features.
Yeah, and they're most recent ones too. Paradise was 2018, and then I think Elation was the year prior, right? Something like that.
Right. I think it was like 17 or 18 when the Elation got hers.
So those two will definitely stay around, which I'm happy about. I love Paradise from working at the port.
Right. You've got a lot of footage of the Paradise.
Oh yeah.
Robbie says the Joy models have been back ordered forever. Tell him to get on that, Robbie. You know everybody and within the
Robbie, you probably have a phone number to the company that makes them.
You could probably call it the CEO. We're gonna put you on blast here, buddy.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, but yeah, they definitely need to get that taken care of. They don't need to be back ordered on all those Joy models.
If you do get in contact with them, just send it to my address so I don't have to spend $5,000 to go on the cruise.
Right. Because I'll
send you my address.
Robbie's very convincing when it comes to like trying to get you to come on a cruise. I'm definitely looking at Bermuda for the summer. I want to go on the Joy, and I also want to go out of New York. And coincidentally, the Joy is in New York going to Bermuda. And I'm like,
you can't go to Bermuda anymore. There's a hurricane going there.
Well, it's not like they're gonna wipe it off the face of the planet.
It's gone. I heard. I have inside knowledge. It's gone.
It's gone.
It's gone.
Mr. Weatherman over here.
Bro, you know what I don't understand? We just had Tropical Storm Sally blow by, and we got maybe 20 seconds of rain, and it was a tropical storm.
That's it.
Where was all the rain and all the wind?
I'm sure you were really upset. Robbie feels attacked, by the way.
Listen, Robbie.
Listen, pal.
Listen, guy.
You're gonna get us. You couldn't get us on the Joy for a tour in October, so we're still a little salty.
Yeah, we drove 4. Well, Brandon flew, and then
I flew all the way down from Atlanta to tour the Joy. So,
but also my friend didn't get us on the Horizon either. So
that's fair.
But I did get us on Conquest that weekend. Was that weekend?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember that because we were like, "Oh yeah, I want to go see the Joy. It's in Miami for the first time ever." I'm like,
yeah,
which is crazy. Like, oh yeah, let's go all the way down to Miami just to see the Joy. And,
hey, if I have the ability to, I would. I'm not missing stuff like that.
I mean, I won't say I had an exam Monday morning when I got back, but I was definitely studying all weekend while we were ship spotting.
He was studying on the way down there.
Studying on the way there. Mom, if you're still listening, I was studying.
Because school always comes first.
Yes. That's why we're live streaming.
Just kidding, kids. I graduated. I ain't got no more school. Listen,
almost
kids,
there.
Stay in school. Get your college degree. It'll be worth it.
Words to live by.
What?
Words to live by.
Yeah, sorry, I'm deaf, even with headphones.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Let's see. Let's see. Tyler says NCL has great models. I agree.
Yeah.
My Bliss model looks a little funky, but
yeah, the new. I don't know if they got like a new manufacturer or something, but like
new ship models for everybody look weird in a way, but they're good. But
like the Jade model that I have is like really
so nice.
It's really
I've seen that one on eBay,
and I definitely know they have one of the Dawn because I've seen it. So I don't know if it's like the new thing they're doing or if they just did it for those ships, but it looks really good. It's like the Encore model.
Exactly. Let's see.
And the new Navigator model is really nice.
The new Navigator model looks really nice. If I didn't already have a Navigator model, I'd probably try to get the new one.
It's worth it to have the second one. Trust me. I've got 3 of them actually.
I don't know. You have multiples. Like that's like cheating.
Well, not really because it kind of is. But like I got the first Navigator in 2010 and it was all broken because I was immature back then. Yeah. Then I went on it again and got it before they updated it just to have like a intact one. And then they made a new one. Yeah.
That's when I got
18, mine. I think.
You got me that one.
So, exactly.
I do have your broken Voyager model.
I'm sorry.
You know, it was either a broken one or a broken one. But it's a free ship model.
Exactly.
So I'll take it. A free ship model is a good ship model.
Well, they just redid Voyager, so we'll have to just get another one.
Do you think they're going to update it though?
I have no idea. They didn't do it with like Liberty when they redid her all those years back.
Right.
So,
but Liberty's also getting an amplification soon.
Yeah, so maybe we'll see if they have a new manufacturer because of like the Navigator model. I don't know, maybe. I don't even know if they redid Freedom because she only did one cruise before everything shut down. So
right. So who knows?
See. I guess we'll just have to go on Freedom UTs.
Freedom's what you call it? Their amplification.
Yeah,
was like the only one sailing. After she came back from dry dock.
Funny story. So we were supposed to go on the Breeze for spring break. I think it was the 14th. I think we were supposed to leave. So obviously they ended up canceling it. So my girlfriend and I, we stayed at like the beach over here in Port Canaveral. And on the way back, we stopped at Kobe's in Orlando, which is a hibachi place for people that don't know.
Oh, I know what Kobe's is.
It's really good.
We have one here in Atlanta. It's really great.
Nice. So we were sitting at a table, and there were two other parties with us. There was like a family and then an older couple. And we were just talking to them, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we were supposed to fly into Puerto Rico today and go on Freedom like tomorrow." And I'm like, "Oh man, that stinks." They're like, "Yeah, like we out," because they're like, "Yeah, we know it just got updated and everything." And I was like, "I know how it feels. We were supposed to leave today." So
yeah. Let's see. Drew Wilkins says, yes, they should change the models to what they look like now. I agree.
I agree. Good point.
They should do the blue paint on the hull, too. That actually turned out a lot better than I thought it would. I didn't even think they were going to do that.
I like it on Voyager.
Really, really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, when they started doing that on Voyager, I was like, hold up, they're actually... What do you mean? I thought they were just going to do that on, like, I don't know, just...
newer ships.
I don't even know.
And, yeah, they never even said they were doing it. They just... started painting.
Right. They never even said it.
Yeah.
They were just like, yep, here it is. We're going to paint it.
Yep.
But it looks a lot better than I thought it would. So that's always good. Let's see. There will most likely be 4 ships heading for the scrapyard in Elysia when it becomes less congested. Mariela's Celebration, Carnival's Fascination, Blackwatch and Boudica from Fred Olsen, and then the MS Berlin. Yeah, and Robbie says Pullmantur Horizon. Yeah. So Pullmantur Horizon is actually the old Celebrity Horizon. Which is cool. I sailed on, I don't think Horizon's like the Zenith, I believe. I sailed on the Zenith a long time ago. I don't even remember that, honestly. That was so long ago.
Oh, yeah.
The Zenith was the last time I sailed with Celebrity, and that was, I mean, how long has the Zenith been out of, Celebrity's fleet? Forever, so.
A long time.
It's been quite a while since I've been with Celebrity, but we can change that if you want to go on the Apex.
I do want to go on the Apex. I'm working on it, I promise.
You're working on it, all right.
I'm working on it.
I like to hear. What else we got here? I think that that'll probably wrap it up. Robbie says Zenith Twins.
Way past my bedtime.
Yeah, it is past my bedtime. It's 9 o'clock.
I should have been in bed 3 hours ago.
Yeah. All right, anyways, that's going to wrap up for the live stream. I do apologize. It's probably all over the place. Didn't really even plan on having Justin on the live stream until about 10 minutes before we started. Thank you guys for at least joining in, and it's been a lot of fun, even though we're just talking.
This was fun.
All over the place. We'll try to do it again next week, maybe. And
I might try and do one from my
often.
hotel on Thursday. We'll see.
On Thursday, okay. Yeah, we'll do one on your channel, and I'll come in.
Yeah, because Oasis and Adventure will still be in Miami overnight, so maybe I'll try and do something from down there.
Okay, that'd be cool. Anyways, thank you guys for hanging out with us for the last hour. It's been a lot of fun. We'll do this more often, and we'll try to have a little bit better structure and actually not just randomly talk the entire time about whatever. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.
Bye.